Hey, first of all I wanted to thank all of you. We have over 3,000 subscribers and I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and that's why I wanted to do a Q&A so that we can get to know each other better. The first question. If you were deserted on an island and you could only take one score of music with you, which one would you take and why? Definitely Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker, ballet, the complete ballet. I can't tell you why, sorry. What is the name of the piece in your outro? A very frequent asked question. It's the second movement of the Ravel string quartet. What is your credit card number and your social security number? I hear Stradivarius calling my name. My mother thought it was a scam, but I'm gonna put it up right here. Since the first video I've seen you, I was surprised by the overall production quality. How did you learn how to make proper videos that quickly? First of all, thank you very much. The answer is probably not very surprising. Putting a lot of time, hard work into it, and also some money for camera and stuff like this. So yeah, hard work. There's no easy shortcut. What is the technically hardest piece you've ever played? I guess it's the Rosenkavalier piano reduction. This piece is nasty. If you have to play it and sing it simultaneously, even if you're a pianist, you will struggle like so much because you're not used to sing. And especially something that modern like Strauss. Sometimes you're playing something with your hands on the piano, but you have to sing a completely different note that is completely different to the harmony. But it's great for your ears, and you will be so much better in ear training exercises afterwards if you can do this. Go try it out on yourself. It's super difficult. If you're given an opportunity to collab with any classical music YouTuber or musician, who is it and why? You probably think I would go with Tusen Violin, but I'd go with Ray Chen. I think he's the perfect combination of an incredible musician and also someone who understands how society works, and he's doing this social media thing and YouTube, and he's also doing comedy videos, at least back in the days I think so. And I think he's a great representative figure of classical music, and yeah, I would love to meet Ray Chen. He seems like a very nice guy. Who is your favorite composer and why? I don't have a favorite composer, even if a lot of you think that it's Tchaikovsky, but I can tell you who's in my top 5. It's Mahler, Bruckner, Tchaikovsky, obviously, yes, I really like him, and Ravel, and the 5th place, it changed quite a lot. I guess it's Richard Strauss, Stravinsky or Rachmaninoff, but can't tell you, sorry. Who are the most overrated or underrated composers? I don't like Beethoven so much. I prefer more modern stuff like Wagner, Strauss, Ravel, Bruckner, Mahler, this symphonic epic stuff with crazy harmonies. Yeah, I would not be that sad if I could never listen to any Beethoven piece ever again. Maybe I would miss the 6th symphony. Also Mozart and Bach, I really like those. Also Beethoven, and I think these are the greatest composers, and I think they deserve the reputation, but they're not speaking that much to me. Have you ever been featured at or worked with Tusen Violin? No, unfortunately not, but hopefully in the future. The channel now has over 3,000 subscribers, and the goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And maybe then Tusen Violin will see my face or one of my videos, and they will make a reaction video. If you really want to see that happen, go comment on the newest Tusen Violin video that they should do a collab or react to one of my videos. I would be very grateful for it, and it would be amazing for me and the channel. Yes. I just started the violin at 35 years old. Can you inspire me to have self-discipline and practice the right way? There are a lot of tricks and hacks you can use to motivate yourself, but in the end it comes really down to if you do it or if you don't do it. There is literally no shortcut. You have to force yourself sometimes in life to do things that are hard, and it's probably an answer you don't want to hear, but yeah, you have to force yourself. Schedule it, that's very important, and it will make it a lot easier, but it really comes down to doing it, even if you don't feel like it. And for practicing, I'm currently reading a book about deep work, that's the title of the book also, from Cal Newport. It's not about practicing, but I think it is basically the same for music. And the 4 key main aspects are, first of all, that you should take longer sessions but without interruptions at all. Put your phone away, take like 1.5, 2 hours and be very efficient, you know, when you just play stuff through. Practice the most important things, you know what does not work, and start there where it hurts most. And it takes time to learn a skill like music. You won't be great after practicing 3 hours, even if it's like the most efficient 3 hours. To be great at something, you have to be practicing consistently for a very long time. And if you click my link down in the description box, you get a free month on Audible where you can listen to deep work completely for free. So if you want to support the channel, just go and take your free book. How would you recommend me to learn how to play fast? I can't do it by playing slowly, with shoulder, hand movements, with metronome, etc. I guess you're a pianist, I'm not, so you shouldn't hear too much on me. But a friend of mine who's a pianist told me that technique is different when you play slow and when you play fast. So basically start learning pieces by playing fast. This does not mean playing a lot of mistakes, but this means taking like one beat and playing it already fast, then take another beat and then put them together. I hope this was clear what I'm meaning. Don't play a lot of mistakes, but try to learn smaller parts fast directly from the beginning, because it is a different technique than practicing slowly. That does not mean also not practicing slowly at all, because it's great for getting the general movements, knowing which notes you actually play in your brain. Is digital piano good for starting to play classical music? It depends. If it has these, I don't know how they're called, weighted keys, it simulates an actual piano mechanic, then definitely yes. I know even music teachers who have one at home and using it quite a lot, so yes. Favorite video game soundtrack? Don't have any, sorry. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? And what experience do you have with cinematography? The most inspiration I get out from my favorite YouTubers back in the days, Captain Sinbad and Eric Conover. The one is a productivity YouTuber and the other one is doing luxury real estate, and I just wanted to be able to make this kind of content as well. And cinematography, I don't have that much experience, I guess so. I just know how to set a camera, how to set light, the shot looks clean, but I'm really not an expert. What it's like being a conducting student. What does the general course structure look like as you go through university? I'd be curious to know how your time and curriculum is split. Conducting, score reading, learning theory and orchestration, and actually practicing piano. Most of it is actually practicing piano. It's like 80% of the time. And of this 80%, it's 50-50, learning scores of symphonic material and learning piano reductions of operas, with playing and singing simultaneously. Conducting is actually not that much. We conduct with our teachers in the lessons, and another conducting student is playing piano from a score. In the semester, I think it's like 65% practicing, 35 courses. I don't have that much courses anymore because I started to study flute 2 years before I started conducting, and the courses quite overlap, so I don't have that much more. Do you explore composition regularly? If so, will you be sharing those here? No, not yet, even if I said that every musician should, but maybe in the future, and then yes, I'm going to share them here on the channel. When you were younger and still had to go to school and high school, how did you manage your time so that you could also practice? And now that we're talking about the past, when and how did you realize that you wanted to study conducting rather than any other branch of the field of music? I don't really remember how I managed my time back on the days. I didn't like school, so I think my brain just threw every information out of it. I think I did not practice too much, so I still had a lot of free time, some free time. My mother always says that we did practice a lot and we did not have that much free time, but I do remember differently. And yeah, I did not learn so much for school because I was not interested in getting good grades because I wanted to be a musician. I think requiring skills at something you really want to get good at is much more important than getting good grades in school. So to answer your question, I think it have been like 1.5, 2 hours a day since I'm 16, 17, like one or 2 years before I started to study music. And I didn't make myself crazy about practicing so much. But yeah, very consistently over a long period of time. I forgot to record the second part of the question, so I have to do this right now. Why conducting? It was actually kind of spontaneous. I always had this in the back of my mind, and someday I just tried out score reading because I knew this was like this super difficult, impossible thing, and I found out it is possible, and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I did it. What's the piece that you've spent the most hours on? I like this question. It's probably one of the piano reductions of operas I studied because they're 2 hours long. So it's either the Magic Flute or Hansel and Gretel. And if you don't know Hansel and Gretel, go check it out. It's so beautiful. The whole piece, when I started to learn it, I didn't know the piece at all, and I started and was like, oh, that's beautiful, the overture, and I got to number 1 and still like genius, number 2, genius, and I was like, every other number that came was just like literally perfect. So definitely go check it out. Assuming you would have the option to go back in time and meet one and only one composer, who would you want to meet and why? I guess Mahler, but I'm actually not that interested in meeting any composer. I live more in the future and I don't know if they could help me so much in our modern world if someone would be dead by 150 or 200 years. Yeah, I don't think I have like the wish. It's like not like, oh, damn, I really wish I could talk to Beethoven. It's not the case for me. Are you Austrian? No, I'm German, so pretty close. Why do you think that Brahms is for psychos? And there's a kind of unstructured structure, I wrote it down, but it makes no sense. I think Brahms is more modern than most people think. Also Schoenberg, he was a great admirer of Brahms. But basically I can explain it. Just his music sometimes feels like so crazy structured, but also so can't explain it. And most of the people also did not understand, so maybe I'm just a fool. When and how did you first start learning music? My parents are musicians, so as a child I started playing flute with 7. This was basically the first real instrument I was ever playing. But I have music lessons earlier, like what you do as a child. And I went to orchestra rehearsals of my father when I was like literally 2 years old, I think. And yeah, I can't remember the time I did not do music. So basically my entire life. And if you want to know the numbers, 23 years. Yeah, I'm 23. What is your favorite Mahler symphony and your favorite Wagner opera and why? Mahler 7. And I don't know enough Wagner operas to say what is my favorite one, but I love the Lohengrin and Tristan overture. They're beautiful. Can't say more about this. Probably very frequently asked questions, but do you have any tips on self-taught motivation? During the holidays when I don't have piano lessons, I feel less motivated to play. Same as the other question, you have to do the hard work, especially if you don't feel like it. Force yourself to practice, make it a ritual, make it the habit, schedule it, that's so important. And just do it. There's no easy way, sorry. I know it's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but it's the answer you need to hear. Where did you study music? Do you live from music? If so, what are you doing to make a sustainable life as a musician? I need help with the last one. Currently I'm studying in Saarbrücken, here in Germany. And no, I don't live from music yet, I'm a student, so I can't tell you how to make money as a musician. How do your relatives, family, friends and so on react to you doing YouTube? Are they supportive, helping you, etc.? My friends thought it was kind of cringe at the beginning, but I think it's normal. At the beginning your videos will be awful, and also you're exposing yourself quite a lot, because even if you don't think we know each other very well, you've seen a few of my videos, you know my kind of humor, my personality. I'm not racist, even if I make a lot of racist jokes, but I like this dark humor and I still think of myself as a good guy. And you do know a lot of me if you watch my videos, I'm pretty sure about that. And yeah, my family, my father sometimes thought me I should practice more because I was putting so much time into these videos, but they are all very supportive and I'm very grateful for them. That's basically it. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, you can still write them down in the comment section. If you have any video ideas you would like to see, write them down. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.